Okay then guys, we're back inside of Oblivion Remastered, a game that is absolutely captivating, and a game that was so damn popular 20 years ago seems to be grasping the nostalgia from everybody and new players alike. Although not everyone seems to have the same opinion, it's been an interesting time in the world of Oblivion Remastered, especially in the realm of social media, as the former president of Blizzard has actually made an interesting comment and then solidly backpedals, and we're going to take a look into that, as well as the game being introduced just as the Skyblivion development team are finishing up on their project. We've got a lot to take a look at today, so if you haven't already, smash that like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be so greatly appreciated. And also make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, Instant Gaming. These guys have got the game sales on point right now, and Oblivion is on there for only 37 Great British pounds for the standard edition and 43 Great British pounds for the deluxe edition, which means you're paying about the same amount for the deluxe as you would be on normal platforms for the standard. And not only that, we're going to give a copy of it away in today's video. So if you want to get involved with it, get down to the comment section and put a flame emoji in there and it'll enter you in. We're going to announce that one over the next few days, so make sure you stay tuned to it. We'll give a copy of it away. With that being said, let's dive into the video and see what it is that's going on in the realm of Oblivion Remastered. So as a lot of you guys are enjoying the game, and my lord, a lot of you are, we'll get into that in just a moment, it appears that former president of Blizzard Entertainment, Mike Ybarra, does not seem to agree. He states right here that I'm skeptical about 20-year-old remasters. What was once fantastic, now remastered, will never hold up against modern masterpieces like Elden Ring. The bar has simply moved from safe open-world RPGs to what Elden Ring brought us all. I would love to be proven wrong, but I'm not. Now, this was a bit of a sour take coming from the former president of Blizzard Entertainment, and something that I feel like was completely out of touch. It doesn't seem to be a fair movement, because I don't believe that this game is a remaster at all. It is solidly a remake. Now, maybe he posted that up a little bit too early, as he then posted up a day later after the announcement of the game launching, stating, Oblivion hit, yes, but don't let this gem go unnoticed. And it's on Game Pass, 92 open critic. Now, this is what's hilarious, and yes, this game is on Game Pass. For those of you guys who are on Xbox, you will be obviously able to get that one as long as you're under the subscription. But somebody put just here, just a question, are you agreeing that Oblivion hit then? Yesterday you were skeptical, and I'm very interested in your thoughts now that it's been up for a day. It is a true remake and not just a remaster. Now, Mike Ybarra actually responded with, yep, and I thought it was what they said, a remaster, but it's a remake in many ways, and I'm all for those. I just don't know if a remaster makes a lot of sense. I'm glad it's more a remake versus remaster. Good stuff. They should probably stop making it as a remaster. Now, that essentially states that he made a review point and an opinion base before even looking at it. It's absolutely crazy how people go on the internet these days, and Mike Ybarra, even though being the ex-president of Blizzard Entertainment, seemed to still fall into that category. Because realistically, this game has hit the hearts of many. For me, I played this when I was but a small child with my father, and now at the age of 32 ripe, I am now enjoying it with all beautiful graphics, complete overhaul reworks of the combat system, movement system, third-person sprinting system, which, yes, is a little bit interesting to say the least. All new movements inside of NPCs, and again, very interesting to say the least. But it's just such an incredible experience, and it appears that a lot of you guys are experiencing that with us. Now, please bear in mind that when we show these numbers, obviously it is on Game Pass for Xbox, which is on PC and on the console itself, and is also on PlayStation. But just on Steam alone, those who have purchased it, it's at around 190,000 peak in the last 24 hours, which is absolutely glorious to see for such an old title of 20 years being able to pull back through. But not only that, even on the review basis, it seems to be in a very positive movement. Now, I am fully aware that at the moment on PC, there does seem to be some frame issues and some movements around the overall construction of optimization does seem to be a little bit more lackluster, which is why I personally bought it on the PlayStation 5, just to be able to get the best out of it that I possibly could, as normally they are a lot more betterly optimized. optimized for consoles, and that's just the honest truth. But they are obviously now starting to upgrade and develop, and this is something which I was really intrigued by, because it means that this game is still got some growing room and some changes to be made. As in the Discord, for the official Bethesda Game Studios Discord, they not only have an Oblivion chat now, they now have the Oblivion suggestions page. Now, what this does tell me is that they are going to be making some changes to the game that you guys may well want to get involved with. This, for me, is extremely interesting. The main reason for that is, well, pretty obvious. Games like this don't normally get much of a movement in terms of actual additions to the game, so to see that they are going to be bringing some more stuff in is absolutely beautiful, to say the least. But it is perfect the way it is, and that is something that we need to learn from some of the older games in the industry. Maybe we should have some more remasters. I'm looking at you, Fallout. I have heard the rumors, but they are just rumors right now. This article from the Gamer right here states, Oblivion Remastered proves that some games are perfect just the way they are. Now, if you have played this game in any way, shape, or form, you will realize that it is the exact same game that you played 20 years ago. It just looks 10 times better. But what we are seeing is that it still holds all of the charm, all of the beauty, all of the things that you remember most from it inside of the game. So it feels the same, but feels different. It's absolutely baffling, but they've done an incredible job of the remake or remaster, whatever you want to call it, of this title. Now, Bethesda actually posted up a piece on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, that received 71,000 likes. This was on the release day of the actual game dropping during a stealth launch on a trailer on YouTube. It was absolutely incredible, and it states, from all of us at Bethesda, it's been thrilling for all of us here at Bethesda to revisit a game so close to our hearts with Oblivion Remastered. When we started this project in 2021, we aimed to breathe new life into a chapter of the Elder Scrolls that set the path for many of our games after. We never wanted to remake it, but remaster it, where the original game was there as you remember playing it, but seen through today's technology. We were so fortunate to work with an unbelievable team and partners at Virtuous. Even though we had worked together before, we had never attempted something on this scale. Every piece of art, animations, special effects, and part of the world would be remastered. Some new voices would be recorded while keeping the originals there as well. Game systems were updated to feel better in your hands, leveling systems modified for smoother progression and balance, and we looked at every part and carefully upgraded it. But most of all, we never wanted to change the core. It's still a game from a previous era and should feel like one. They have done such an incredible job of this, and I think for me personally, this is something that will last the ages and will probably go down in Bethesda history, especially before we see the new addition to the Elder Scrolls franchise. This was very well placed in my personal opinion, but as well as that, people have been wondering how this is going to affect the Skyblivion development team, who have been essentially remaking Oblivion inside of Skyrim as a additional modded movement, and actually they're keeping it going. It states right here that Bethesda gave Oblivion Remastered game keys to the entire Skyblivion development team and made it clear that they have no intention of shutting down our project. This is absolutely beautiful to see, and if it's one thing that we know from Bethesda, is that they really endorse the movement of modifying, and modding inside of games is absolutely huge and part of the charm for all Bethesda titles, and it appears that even Oblivion Remastered is no different. It has obviously managed to already receive a load of new mods coming from Nexus Mods, and even then, if you want to go into Skyrim and support the Skyblivion team instead of playing this, you can do. It's absolutely beautiful, and that game is so close to actually being finally finished. It's great look, and I cannot actually wait to see how it goes. And even the original Oblivion devs have reacted to the remastered, and they've stated they're not sure remaster does it justice. Now, a senior game designer who worked on the original Oblivion has called the amount of work put into the newly released Oblivion staggering, and that they aren't sure simply calling it a remaster does the project justice. This is absolutely, again, beautiful to see. After 20 years of a game being out, to find somebody who was a part of the original dev team states that this doesn't do it justice and they've done such a beautiful job with it is just absolutely incredible to see. For me, I'm absolutely engrossed, and we're doing a Let's Play here on the channel during live streams, and if you want to join us, then make sure that you stay tuned to all lives happening here on the Cloud Plays channel. Unfortunately, that's what we've got time for today, but we're going to keep you guys up to date with movements inside of Oblivion Remastered. If you want to get involved with it, make sure you let me know via the comment section below and by hitting the like button. Appreciate you all. Like, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.